All right, I ran back into Samantha. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
All right. So what's new? What's going on?
Oh, God.
You had a crazy couple weeks, right?
Yeah, bad couple weeks. My mom passed away. So we buried her. Well, she was cremated. We had our viewing on Sunday. And then the guy I was with for 25 years, my son's father, was in a motorcycle accident and passed away last week.
Yeah. And I had
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. Sorry to hear about that. I kind of knew you were I don't know if it's your sister. Someone reached out to me looking for you to let you know about that, and I said, and I had just saw you down near Sedgley that one day.
Yeah.
And it was, she might have emailed me the day after that to let me know. I was like, man, I just seen you. They were trying to find you.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, if he couldn't have gone any other poetic way, it was on 420 and on his bike. I mean, he, he always said he would die running from the cops, which he was, which is sad because he just got out of jail 3 days prior.
Oh, man. So that's what it was? It was like a police chase type thing?
Yep, they're investigating it because they're not allowed to chase him. They're not allowed to, they're not allowed to...
High-speed pursuit.
Yeah, they're not allowed to chase a motorcycle.
Yeah.
So, there was a girl in the back. It was his girlfriend. She was hurt, but she was good. You know, she was at the funeral.
Okay. So just he passed. Just him. He just passed. She survived. Yeah. Okay, that's good.
Which is like the hardest thing in my whole entire life that I've ever done on everything was to leave him. My whole life.
Okay.
The hardest thing I've ever done was leaving him 3 years ago.
Oh, when you like came back out the streets, is that what you're talking about?
Well, 3 years ago, he was in prison. He had cirrhosis stage 4. We were out here like about 5 years ago, and when he went to prison, I just changed, and I was doing pretty good then. And I didn't go back to him. So when he came in from prison, then I didn't go back. Basically, you know, he came home, and I just was like, I can't do it.
Yeah.
So he ended up with a friend of mine.
Okay.
You know, he tortured me. He tortured me even after, which is whatever. You know, it's kind of like, I don't know. One of those things where once that switch went off, like everyone was saying, are you at the funeral? They were all like, he's mental illness. He didn't have a mental illness. He was very happy with himself. He was a straight criminal. In the end, though, he wasn't the person that I was with. I was with somebody who cared about, you know, he didn't steal people's motorcycles because people work hard to get them.
Yeah.
He was stealing everyone's motorcycles. He was doing a lot of fucked up shit.
So it sounds like you guys just kind of drifted apart at the end there.
Yeah, like, we definitely loved each other and would have been, you know, who knows what would have happened, but he got really abusive in the end, and I just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, I probably would have been on that bike if I would have still been with him.
Yeah. And if he was abusing you like that, you know, it's good that you separated yourself from that, you know.
The drugs, I mean, he started, you know, on crystal meth, and it would just do something serious to him.
Yeah, man, that drug can do serious stuff to people. It's, you know, and especially if they already have, I'm not saying the mental illness, but, you know, if their mental health isn't that stable, let's say, then, you know, those drug-induced psychosis or whatever they say, just, you know.
And it's sad because really, he became like, I mean, he's so, like, I know him so well, he's so predictable. Like, one time his girlfriend, like, called and she's like, that's why you did these things for John, and he prostituted for him, and I'm thinking, did you really believe that lie? Like, the funny thing is that he had just told me that a couple weeks before she said that to me about her.
Right.
But I didn't believe that because I know him and I know he's a liar. Right. So I didn't believe that she was out there doing that for him. But she believed it. Just, you know, in the grand scheme of things, I was cool with him. He was cool with my new boyfriend.
Okay.
But his girlfriend, for some reason we couldn't get along.
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't know if it was him that did it. He would be fine, and then she would come around, and then it would be bad.
Yeah.
But she's cool when he's not around.
Yeah.
So, you know, maybe it's like a...
Oh, she views you as a competition or something.
I mean, probably. I mean, we were together 25 years.
Yeah.
The thing is like, he would have came back to me if I ever wanted him to, because I was in love with him. I loved him. He was my soulmate, actually. But we just weren't good for each other.
Yeah. No, I mean, it happens like that a lot. You know, I mean,
I'm glad that my son's father didn't die in prison and with a needle in his arm, though.
Yeah.
Was he running from cops? Yeah. You know, but I think that gives my son, you know, I was supposed to go to detox right after his funeral, which, you know, is why I'm so stressed out today.
Well, you said to me, I saw you a little bit earlier, and you said that you were seriously thinking about detox. I mean, you'll know when you're ready.
The gamble is so bad. It's more than drugs. People don't understand it. My boyfriend said, "Don't leave me out here last night." And I've left him out there all night. No, I can't stop. I know it sounds weird, but I can't stop.
It's addiction. There's nothing weird about it.
I've never felt like this before. I keep going back in there trying to win my money back, and I keep losing, and I'm dope sick, and I'm losing my fucking money. I'm like, it's crazy.
Still dealing with the poker machines then too, right?
Yeah, like, I don't know what it's giving me. What is it giving me by going in there? Like, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I've been there all night. Since 9 o'clock last night, I haven't gone home. And I'm broke. Sick. So I'm tired. I don't want to do this anymore. But I'm scared of the withdrawal. I don't know if I'm strong enough anymore to go through it. They don't give you anything. I'm scared of. Everybody says they're gonna help you, but they help you on their own terms. And that just proved it to me. You know, they all said, "I want you to go to rehab, I want you to go to detox," you know, when he died. And I get it, he doesn't want to lose his parents.
Yeah.
He gave me $90 so I could be well for my mom's funeral and his funeral, which he gave that to me on Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Tuesday was the funeral. Monday night I was out of drugs. So I called him. He said, "I got you in the morning before the funeral." I woke up in the morning, everything in my heart thought he had me.
Yeah.
He calls, and I can't get it from you. You're just gonna, so I went dope sick to the funeral, which means I didn't speak the way I wanted to. I was so nerve-wracking. It just was bad. So afterwards, he's like, "You're gonna go to detox, right?" Yeah. My sister, you know, my dad gave me $40 and I was going.
Yeah.
So I haven't spoken to them yet. But I'm not going to detox for them.
You gotta do it for yourself.
Yeah. So, like, I'm gonna make it there. But I'm not doing it on their terms. I don't know if that's me being selfish, but
I don't know if it's selfish. I mean,
why do they want to help me now? Because I don't get it.
I mean, they just saw your husband died and, you know, pass away, and
And he doesn't want.
They don't want to bury you, you know.
Yeah, because I'll be honest, it has freaked me out a lot. Somebody said something about, like, you know, MS-13 being out here torturing girls. I don't know if you heard anything about that.
Yeah, you hear stuff like that, you know.
So I'm like, all right, so, you know, I started thinking, like, and then some girl today told me that some guy put a gun to her head and wouldn't pay her. And I'm just like, God, like, I hope nothing like that ever happens to me.
Yeah. Have you, I don't want to get too specific, have you dealt with sexual assault out here?
I have.
Okay. It seems like
It kind of comes with it.
Yeah, I mean, that's horrible to say.
It is horrible, but it's like the least of the things. Like, I mean, you know, it was very minor, very little, wasn't nothing very major for me, thank God. You know, it wasn't that major, so that was good.
It's still so crazy to me that it's a part of your life down here, or something like that is a part of your life, and for you to stay down here, you have to be almost okay with that, or not okay, but do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
It's just so wild to me. It's one of the.
Yeah, I mean, I've had a lot. I've had a lot of different things happen.
And that just show you how bad addiction is, that you're still wrestling with yourself to get help, and all these things that you've been through.
Yeah, like, I don't know if the drugs are making me numb. I am really numb. I'm always being the bigger person. I'm tired of it. I'm kind of tired of being the bigger person. Like, I'm almost like want to be a bitch now. Like, I know that sounds bad, but like, like. I don't know. I just don't know what to do. My mom, I just, lost.
You're going through a lot of stuff these last couple of weeks,
And I don't know why I did it,
Yeah.
I don't like it how my dad treats me. My dad treats me like I'm a thief. I never stole from him. My boyfriend, my ex did. He's a thief.
The guy that just passed away.
Yeah. I stuck up for him all the time, like, I just couldn't lie anymore for him. So, but it was hard because I had a really good, I don't know. It's just hard.
It's just a lot of trauma you're going to have to deal with when you get sober, or if this is stuff that,
Yeah.
stuff you got to deal with, talk to someone, or...
It's kind of like I've lost a lot of my life. Like, my past is like kind of, which I'm kind of okay with. I'm like almost like, let's close that chapter and move on.
Yeah.
I still do like it out here, though. I hate to say that.
But you're being honest, so I appreciate that.
I like it out here because people don't judge as much.
Mm-hmm.
I like it out here because it's cheap.
So I just saw Amber, right? I picked her up, I gave her a ride back to Clearfield, and it was funny. She was like, I was like, people see how bad your life is living down here. And she's like, well, it's not even that bad for me. She's like, the only time it's bad is when I'm dope sick.
Yep.
And but like, it was crazy to hear that.
I don't have a lot of money right now, but I guess I'm used to the fast life, so it can't get no faster than this.
Yeah. You're just gonna have to decide if you're tired of it or not at some point.
Like, of course I want a phone and I want a tablet and I want to be able to talk to people on Facebook and, do all that. And I want to be able to do my hair and my makeup and get dressed. But really, in the grand scheme of things, like, I don't want to hurt anybody anymore. So like that's my whole thing about getting clean, like, or stop gambling because I'm hurting somebody that cares for me. My boyfriend now. I just don't want to hurt people anymore. If they don't want nothing to do with me because I have an addiction, because they're always like, oh, we don't want to give you money for drugs. Like, oh my God, right? I never understood that really.
Yeah.
You'll lend me money if I tell you it's not for drugs, so should I lie?
Right. But then at the same time, you don't want to lie to them. So
no,
I get
so
that.
I'm like 44 years old. My birthday just passed, which now they ruined my birthday month. But my son is 23 years old. He has a lot. He wants to blame Kensington for my problem. Get out of there, you're better than them.
And you're the problem too, though.
Yeah.
He's got but I mean,
I am the problem.
Yeah. But,
and he doesn't understand.
You're his mom, though.
I know. But he doesn't treat me like that. So it was really weird to be treated that way this week. Mm-hmm. Because I haven't been treated like his mom in a long time.
I think maybe he realized he just lost his dad, and
Yeah, and
the lifestyle you live, you could be gone any day now. You
And
know,
the thing is they don't.
it's sad to say, but
I sacrificed so much for them because, when his dad started acting nutty, he would go there and drive them crazy. So I basically came out here and was homeless. I basically started. It's so many things that just I worried about everybody else but myself.
yeah.
So, and when I finally worried about myself, I was doing pretty good for myself. I don't know how to get that back.
So to this day, I still say the reason I'm still sober today is because I started worrying about myself, and they always when you leave rehab, you got to do your meeting. They tell you what you do, and that just never worked for me. It never made me happy. So I'm doing it my way this time, and
Yeah.
I'm still. And that could be dangerous too, doing it your own way, because but unless it's something you really want to do and you're comfortable in your skin, then. Dude, I understand where you're coming from on that, though.
You should have seen, it's really weird, but you should have seen, alright, so I'm sitting there and I'm calling my sister, my dad, my brother-in-law, my son, and everybody's pushing me off on the next person.
Yeah.
Oh, they said they're going to help you. No, they just told me they're not going to help me. Oh, they said that. I'm like, well, nobody really wants to, I don't know. Nobody really wants to put themselves out there.
So I've noticed this, especially with the people that I've interviewed, and I talk to a lot of people's parents or loved ones, and I don't want to say this in an insensitive way, right? It's like they want their child to be better, but I don't know if they feel like going through all that work to help them get better.
Yeah, I mean, I think we all want our kids to do better than us. But my thing is, when they do better than us, I never want them to turn. I never turned on my parents.
Yeah.
My sister, I went to my mom's funeral, and my sister, who I love, my younger sister,
Okay.
I had a bond with our kids at a certain point. They literally, it was they didn't even, to touch me was like I was a disease. It was really freak. It was really to the point where I was like, why am I even trying anymore? I always was like, all right, that's my need. I don't know. For what? It's all pretend. They don't really care about me. They don't really, I don't know. It's just a lot of things in my head right now.
Yeah, you've had a busy couple weeks.
Yeah.
And not good couple weeks, especially with your mental health and all. And it's.
And you know what? It's messed up because even my mother-in-law and my father-in-law, who they lost their son, they didn't really care much about their son. I don't want to say that, but that's the truth. When you care about somebody, you show some. When I see my son, I feel sorry. I will go to rehab and detox for my son because he wants me to. I would have been there.
Yeah.
I want to make him happy. I don't want to I don't know. It's really weird and odd how a person can have 5 faces, and the one person they gave birth to, they don't really give a shit about. It's probably a relief to them that he's gone, and it's sad, but I think that they know that.
Yeah.
But I understand too.
He said he was
hard to handle.
Yeah. And I'm not saying that makes it all right, but maybe a sense of relief in a way. Because I can almost be honest with you, when I was out running around getting high, I was causing a lot of shit, and I could see where my parents, if that would have happened to me, they would have a weight lifted off their shoulders.
Yeah.
In a way. It's horrible to say, but
my thing is, at a certain point, don't you go, all right, this is who they are, and I'm still going to be nice to them. I lived most of my life trying to make my in-laws happy and like me, that it was detrimental to everything. Because they still don't, I was never invited to anything. So it was really nice to have them include me in the funeral.
Yeah.
It was nice to I don't know. Just like put pictures of me and him.
Yeah, felt good to be included in.
Yeah, because I was always so the outcast. So was he,
Yeah, yeah.
And his uncle did get up and say some really good words about him. Like he didn't, and I got up and I did talk, even though I was dope sick, because they were talking about him having a mental illness, and I was like, no, he was happy with himself. We were all the ones that had the problems with him. He was okay. He was okay with himself. He was whatever. I don't know. My head is so all over the place right now.
Yeah. You need some sleep too.
I do.
I could tell you need some sleep.
I know.
Now, if you, a couple more questions, we'll let you get going. If you decide to get help, detox, do you know where to go?
All right, so everyone's going to kill me for this one, but I want to go to the one place that will go with couples.
Okay.
Because I have my boyfriend, it's just us. Mm-hmm. So we don't want to go separated.
Sure.
If we don't have to.
No, I understand.
So there's now, New Jersey has a place, Bergen Regional.
Okay.
That you can go there as a couple.
Now, do you have Jersey insurance?
I don't have no insurance.
Okay, so you'd have to, all right.
So.
Now, you haven't, what about like food stamps? Have you ever?
I do have food stamps.
Okay, so now you don't have Medicaid through them?
No, they said that I had to go apply for Medicaid. So.
Oh, okay.
Because Jersey, you get both when you apply.
Yeah.
Out here, you don't.
Yeah.
So I am going to apply. My son's job said he would pay, if they would pay for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they want me to go to Team Challenge.
Okay.
They have it all set up.
Yeah, you just got to go. But you got to make sure you're ready to go, because if not, you're just going to upset everyone.
I mean, the thing is this, I know I need detox, but I don't know if I need rehab. Do I need somebody to teach me how to live? Yeah, probably, but I probably just need to get my shit together.
Yeah. It can get boring and repetitive in rehabs, but I mean it's
always nice to have time away in pajamas.
A month away just to let your head clear up,
Yeah. I'd rather be there than jail.
Yeah.
I'm dead. I don't want to die. I do know that much.
Yeah.
I can't even get high, let alone die, though. I know that sounds bad, but I'm like one of the people that I don't think that I don't know why. I've never overdosed ever. No.
Now, do you shoot up?
I smoke it.
Smoke it, okay. Do you deal with sores?
So I don't. But I don't know if you heard when I was crying, my voice is changing.
Okay.
My voice is totally changing. And I don't know if that's from me smoking it. It's definitely from me smoking it.
Okay. So you are noticing.
Yeah,
okay.
Inside. But now, so I don't know if, so I sort of just came recently.
Okay.
And, see that?
Yeah, okay.
Alright, so that was just one spot. Mm-hmm. And then, this happened. Right after. So I'm like, what the heck is this?
Oh, that right there, okay.
What is that? Like, I'll be honest,
so you have a couple of stores, and
yeah, they just popped up. So I don't know if it's from the dope that you know what? I've been doing purple dope.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if that's it or what.
Yeah, I don't know.
Purple shit. Purple dope.
That's crazy to me. It's supposed to be brown, like iced tea.
It's crazy not even fentanyl. It's not even opiate.
Yeah, it's so wild.
Yeah, it's sad because I don't even know what kind of. I just know that. I don't know. I'm not dope sick. You know what I mean? And that dope sick feels really shitty. Yeah. Really shitty. And I don't want to be sick anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a crazy life you guys live out here. Well, looking on the outside. Yeah. But you're right, though. But when you're down here doing it, it's really not that crazy in a way. But yeah. It can get
these
crazy.
Stores could turn into what them girls have. And I don't want that to happen. Yeah. So I will definitely be on top of this.
Yeah, do it. That girl Jess I interviewed, she just got her first skin graft. She knows you.
Yeah.
She said to say hi, actually. It was funny. I was on the phone with her, and then I ran into you. So, but yeah, she was, like I said, she's going to have a year and a half of skin grafts and all that stuff.
In her leg, is it?
Yeah. Yeah. It's this one here. Oh.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What's she look like on her face?
I don't know.
She doesn't have a boyfriend that's out here, does she?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
There's not to just something, then. Somebody came out here just today and asked me if I knew a girl named Jessica, tall.
Oh.
I don't know if she's tall. They said they were looking for a girl.
Let me see if I find a quick picture of her. Where is she at? Oh, now it's gonna take forever to find a damn one. There.
Oh, okay.
Real short.
Yeah.
Real short. But yeah. Yeah, man, that's...
Well, that's good that she's getting her.
Yeah.
I know when I first saw her, I was like, oh my god. Someone needs to tell her that she needs to get her leg amputated.
Yeah.
For her not to be amputated is
isn't
pretty
that
good.
wild? And it thing smelled so bad. I felt so bad for her. But you're right. If they can save that, then there's hope.
I mean, that's, no judgments, but I was like, wow, that's addiction at its worst right there.
100%. That's what I said. Because, I remember interviewing her in the car, and my car smelled like a dead body.
Yeah.
And all she was worried about at the time was getting finished with the interview so she can take the money and go get well. I'm like, holy fuck.
Oh, my gosh.
Holy fuck. I was like... I cried when I got home that night.
Yeah.
I was overwhelmed at that. It was just like that upset me.
Yeah.
I was like, man.
Yeah.
So, all right, Samantha, it was nice seeing you again. People are going to be good to hear from you again, to follow up. Not the situation you're in, and hopefully we can get you into a program or something.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, maybe I'll be in there next Tuesday, maybe.
Maybe. Okay. Hopefully you take my number down, and so you can at least let us know that you're doing good. Because I want to make one of these videos like a year from now with someone that's killing it, doing good in life.
I know. I mean, yeah.
You know, I think that would be so cool.
It would be.
So, hopefully it can be you one day.
Yeah.
All right. Have a good night.
You too.
All right.